15 minutes. You watch, just knowing how our listeners work. This is going to dominate the whole show. This little unintended discussion. Chocolate in the fridge, yes or no? Jode's all for it, so much so she'll go for the freezer. Adge is for it, especially on a hot day.
Only on a hot day.
Only on a hot day.
Yes.
Me and Jack think it's absolute filth. 08000 321 333. Stoke at the start is our WhatsApp number. It's Lee Blakeman at breakfast, dumbing down for a Monday morning.
Life's a gift, don't let yours pass you by. So afraid you'll fall. What happens if you fly?
Oh, for goodness sake, the WhatsApps are going berserk already. Do you know what? I could ask all kinds of, really thought-out, intelligent questions. You go, chocolate in the fridge, yes or no? The WhatsApps will go into meltdown. No pun intended.
All you need, you have inside.
There's Facebook as well, if you like.
Best kept secret.
Right, let's do Monday Motivation. Lisa T of Monday Motivation fame, country singer, mental health expert is with us. I say Monday Motivation fame. Last week, music mastermind fame. Lisa T, good morning.
Good morning, Lee. How are you?
Very well. Have you recovered from last week yet? That was dramatic.
It was dramatic. It was great though. I really enjoyed it. But yes, it was good.
We won't mention what happened because I'm not one to gloat. But basically, I won by 2 games to 1. But it was very close though, wasn't it?
Very close, especially that last one. If you hadn't have got the name of that last song, I would have swooped in and taken the glory away from you.
That's it. But me, obviously being a radio presenter, I'm in it for all of my own personal glory. So I snatched it just in the nick of time. Speaking of Music Mastermind, by the way, to Marvellous making its debut, London's West End over the weekend. We've got K-On from the New Vic Theatre playing all this week. But Lisa T is here, as she always is at around about this time every single Monday, to do Monday Motivation. Lisa, what have you got for us?
Okay, yes. I was going to make a joke and say today's Monday motivation is to never put your chocolate in the fridge.
Yes, Lisa. Yes, we're off and running. Exactly. You kind of go higher and higher in my friendship scales with your opinions every single week. There you go. We're off to a flyer already.
No, but on a serious note, so today's tip is called Magic Footsteps, and I really like this one because it reminds me of being a child a little bit. It's kind of like making it into a bit of a game. But what it means, Magic Footsteps, is today, at some point when you're walking, whether it's in your house or outside, if you're at work, just take a couple of minutes to clear your mind. And as you walk, just repeat in your head the words, thank you, with each step that you take. So each time your foot touches the floor, just repeat in your mind the words thank you. And you don't need to even really know what you're saying thank you for, although it could be for the act of walking itself, which is a huge blessing that we all take, well, a lot of us take for granted each day. But even if you're not particularly feeling grateful at that moment, what this will do is it will train your brain to look out for things to be thankful for as you're going about your day. So after a couple of minutes of taking these magic footsteps, you'll find that you're accidentally flooded with things that you're grateful for. And it could be really simple things like, if you are outside, the beautiful blue sky, maybe the colour of the autumnal leaves, whatever it is that comes to you, just notice how your mood and mindset shifts after doing this for a couple of minutes. And that's my tip for today.
By having some kind of just well thought out mental gratitude, basically, for all the good things you've got going on, because the way the human brain works, if you will, I don't know, let's say you have a day where 9 great things happen and 1 bad things happen, your mind will instinctively, just because of the way we all work, focus on the negative rather than all those positives.
That's right, yeah. And I think sometimes it can be really useful to sort of associate doing the act of gratitude with a daily task that we're already doing anyway. So Magic Footsteps, it's something that's in a book by a lady called Rhonda Byrne. She writes The Secret and stuff like that. And basically Magic Footsteps is a great way to remember to do your gratitude whilst you're walking around, whilst you're going about your day. And like I say, it will actually bring in more stuff because your brain just naturally does what it's told. So I think it's really clever.
Yeah, it is. And it's amazing to just work out and find out how the brain works as well. I remember doing Phil Taylor, the darts player's life story years ago. And it was when I first started in this industry. It was an amazing line he come out with. He just went, if you're playing darts or any kind of sport in front of 100,000 people and 99,999 are cheering you on, they're full of support for you, and just one says something negative like they hate you, you will focus on that one person. And that is just the bizarre way that the brain works, isn't it, when it comes to things to be grateful for, things to be positive about, etc.
Yeah, it's so true. And as a singer as well, you know, I notice it when I'm on stage. I can get off and everyone can be really positive. And if there's one person that just doesn't look too happy whilst I'm singing, I'm thinking, well, what don't they like? What's wrong? You know, but you've got to train your mind to take a positive outlook because it makes us feel happier. That's the main thing.
So magic footsteps, just as you're walking along, just go, thank you, and your brain will train to kind of focus on those things you're grateful for in everyday life. How's the new single gone down, just before we let you go?
Oh, really well. Thank you, Lee. Yes, I had a couple of shows this weekend in Manchester, one of which was a ticketed event where people are sort of paying to come and watch. So I always get a bit nervous, you know, especially doing new songs at that kind of an event where people have sort of paid their money to come. But yeah, everyone was so nice and really sort of enjoyed the song and that was great. So yes, it's gone really well. Thank you.
Lovely. It's available in all the normal places. We'll play it now, a little clip of it to play Lisa out. Thank you ever so much, Lisa. Speak to you next Monday.
Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Life's a gift, don't let yours pass you by. So afraid you'll fall. What happens if you fly? You are your own kind of beautiful. Time to find your voice, sing your own.
Great tune. Lovely voice, hasn't she? Lisa T, the voice of Monday Motivation on this show every single Monday, handily enough. Otherwise the feature wouldn't quite work.
All you need, you have inside.
Now, coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk about Stoke City being great again. We're going to talk about the future of the Prime Minister, Liz Truss, and chocolate in the fridge, yay or nay.